Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. Having multiple characters in Destiny 2 is one of the smartest things that you can do. The reason being is because this is an RNG loot-based game, meaning you only have a chance of getting things. So if you're going for that 1,000 voices, for example, in the Last Wish raid, it's better to have 3 chances a week as opposed to only 1. And the same thing can be said for all the rest of the loot in this game. Looking at you, Anarchy, Dreaming City Ghost Shell, Shattered Throne Ship, all of those things. Having 3 chances a week as opposed to only 1 is better, and I don't think anybody can argue that. It's numbers. I mean, you can't argue numbers. Another really good reason for you to have multiple characters is power leveling. Now, granted, a lot of people aren't really too concerned with getting to max power as quickly as possible, but believe me, if you've ever played solely on one character and then played on multiple characters and done powerful rewards on multiple characters, you will notice just how much of a drastic increase your power level goes up. Having 3 times the powerful rewards essentially is pretty insane. Now, I want to clarify that a Titan cannot pull power level from a Hunter's armor or vice versa. Same goes for Warlock. But the weapons are what matters. The weapons are shared across all your characters regardless of where they're at, whether they're in your vault, whether they're equipped on a different character. The game is going to look at your highest possible power and take those weapons into consideration. So, taking all that into mind, why wouldn't everybody just have 3 characters? Like, why would anybody only play with 1 character? Well, the most common reason that I see is I don't have time to manage 3 characters. Now, I want to debunk that real quick because you can create a new character and go from power level 0 to about power level 630 in a day. 2 days if you're slow, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. Now, I want to clarify that this method is for alternate characters, meaning you already have an established character and you're making a second or a third character. Now, assuming your main character, the one that's already established, is a decent light level over 600, preferably 650, like mine will be in this video, then you're going to see some pretty insane jumps in your alternate character's power level very quickly. And the way that you do this is, number 1, you need to hit XP level 50 as quickly as possible. This needs to be your number 1 goal. So you run around, pick up every bounty that you can find, make sure you have that 10% XP boost Ghost Shell on, your Fire Team medallions, all that fun stuff. You just want to get as much XP as possible. Now, if you're starting a brand new character, there's 2 options that you can do. Number 1, you can start at level 0 XP and go do the vanilla campaign as well as Curse of Osiris and Warmind, which these are going to take you a little bit more time, but they will give you a considerable amount of XP to get you to that 30 XP threshold. Or, alternatively, you can go to the Bungie store and you can buy a booster, and it automatically puts you at power level or XP level 30, puts you around power level 320, something like that. This costs 3,000 silver, so about equivalent to $30 US. It's your choice, whichever one you want to do. The XP or the booster will obviously be faster because you're starting at XP 30 instead of XP 0, but nonetheless, either way you do it, you still want to try to get to XP 50 as quickly as possible. Now, once you hit XP 50, you're going to want to keep a few things in mind. Number 1, I prefer to do this in the tower. The reason being is because there's going to be a lot of running around that we're about to do. But yeah, I just hit XP 50. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is go into my collections. Now, at XP 50, there's no cap for the power level for the gear that you can put on. So what you want to do is, on a different character, go buy an exotic from Xur. That's what those sun bracers are right there. That's why I was able to get them at 630. Additionally, you can go ahead and throw on some 650 power weapons just so you can see what your actual highest power level is, or you can leave them in your vault or on a different character the game will still pull. Now, once we have that established, our armor at 500 is going to be significantly lower than everything else. So if we go into our collections and just start buying a ton of green armor, you can see that each time I purchase one, it's bumping up our overall power level, and we're just gaining power for free, just sitting here in the tower. You want to just keep doing this. You want to keep buying a full set of armor until it levels off, until the numbers stop changing, and then we're going to go do something else. Okay, so now that the power levels have kind of leveled off and have gotten as high as we can get, you want to go ahead and equip the highest power gear that you were able to buy from your collections and dismantle everything else. Now, once you've done this, you can see that we're already, 623. Like 2 minutes ago, we were power level 500. Now, once we have equipped all of our things, we have a max power of 624. When you hit XP 50 for the first time, you get a free Prime Engram. You want to save it until after you do this collections thing that we just did, because you can see that it just dropped at 629. Now, once we've done this, we can go ahead and equip this brand new 629 piece of armor, throw away the old helmet, and then it's back to collections because we just bumped our overall power level up, and we're going to be able to do this again. And now you're at a point where you just went from power level 500 all the way to 629 in about 5 minutes. 129 power levels in 5 minutes, guys. And that's without doing a single activity that grants powerful rewards. So once you've reached this point, then it's just a matter of going and doing the powerful rewards like you would on a normal character. This includes your dailies, your weeklies, your Dreaming City stuff, your raids, your nightfalls, your strikes, all of that fun stuff. And of course, you're also going to be getting Prime Engrams to drop, but it's worth noting that for the first few powerful drops that you get, if they're weapons, they're going to be completely useless as far as power level goes. If they are armor, assuming that they are an armor piece that you don't already have, so one of the ones that is still green, whenever you get it, you can head back into collections and bump your overall power level up a little bit more because it will give you a boost overall. Now, for me personally, I created my Warlock on a Saturday. Sunday, I hit XP 50, and by Tuesday, my Warlock was 650 power, which is the max power level. With us basically being at the end of Black Armory right now, this is a really good time for you to go ahead and level up those alternate characters. Number one, it gives you something to do, and number two, it gives you additional characters to do stuff on once the new season begins next month. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.